How's it going, guys? Hope you're all well. It's Chunky Dave, and I've got a gameplay here that I got recently enough playing with a few of the lads. I hope you like their little introductions. Should get a bit of a laugh out of them when they see it. But we basically, I think there was 6 or 7 of us gaming the other night, and we decided that we'd play Groundwar. And this is Groundwar Domination. I think this is probably the first video I've uploaded that wasn't TDM or kill confirmed. And I actually quite like Domination. It's an easy game to get quite high kill streaks. And watch this here. I use my teammate as a guinea pig. Let him run out there because I knew there was guys around. Sorry, Eggman, I didn't mean to get you killed, dude. But it's actually really easy to get your higher kill streaks in Domination, and you'll see here later on what I do. We've got a double cap, so we've got 2 flags, and I keep rushing the enemy spawn. And what I'll do is, so most of the time I will capture the 3rd flag because I don't give a shit about spawn trap and all this sort of stuff. But what I do here sometimes is I'll actually run out onto the flag, get a kill on the flag to get myself an extra 100 points, and then I leg it away. And it's just, it makes it easier to get your higher kill streaks. And the loadout I'm using here is the PDW with extended mags, and I think it's silencer, yeah. So extended mags and silencer, and I'm running VSAT, escort run and dogs. And I think if I had been running swarm instead of the escort run, I probably would have had my first ever 100 plus. But it's a fairly solid gameplay. You'll see the final score at the end. I put in some work with the Cujos. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun lately. Myself and the lads have been playing quite a lot of Groundwar, and the main reason for that is, for some reason, the Groundwar connection seems to be a lot more solid than the 6v6 kill confirmed connections, which is really strange. And you see there that when I was introducing the guys, I introduced the Eggman as a 3-bar warrior, basically because no matter what game mode we play, he's always on a 3-bar. But for some reason in this game, he was on a 4-bar, and he did some serious work. I don't know what that dude was standing there for. He must have been camping. But yeah, so I really like Domination. And look at, I let Eggman get killed again, and I run away and hide, and then fire out a C4. One of the things I wanted to kind of talk about today was stupid shit you've seen or that people have done when you've been at work. And one of the most stupid things I've ever seen or experienced in my life was, well, not at work, but in college when I was doing chemistry labs in 1st year. So basically, in undergrad science, you had to do chemistry, physics, maths and biology. Look at this fucking camping, sniping prick. But I loved chemistry, and in the chemistry labs we had to work with like concentrated acids, and we had to pH things and just very basic stuff. And you see there, that's what I was talking about. You take a kill on the flag, get your extra 100 points and leg it. But basically we're working with concentrated hydrochloric acid one day, and I was beside one of my friends. We'd gone to school together as well, and this guy was fairly intelligent. We'll say he was book smart. We'll just leave it at that. And what we had to do with the hydrochloric acid is we had to pipette a very specific volume and pH it. And the way you'd get the very specific volume is that you'd actually use what's called a handheld pipette gun. It was a manual pipette gun, and what you do is you put the pipette gun onto a pipette, and when you turn a little wheel on it, it causes a vacuum that pulls the very specific amount of liquid up that you want. So this fucking dumbass of a friend of mine, his handheld pipette gun was broken. So instead of asking one of us, which would be the logical thing to do, you know, can I borrow your pipette gun because mine is broken, he was in a rush, so he didn't think of that. So he said, fuck it, I'm going to mouth pipette. So he put his mouth over the fucking pipette and proceeded to suck up the concentrated hydrochloric acid. And I don't know if you guys have ever worked or have any experience with concentrated acids, but particularly hydrochloric acid gives off a mean vapour. If you lift off the lid of it, the vapour itself is more dense than air, so it'll actually, if you open the lid, it'll spill out over the canister that it's in. But this dude was fucking sucking the hydrochloric acid up into the mouth pipette. And I look over him just as he had it done. His face goes completely white, and bang, knocked out cold. He went unconscious because the fucking vapours took his breath away. He was rushed outside, given him oxygen, and brought over to the medical centre, where the doctor told him, not so politely, that he was a stupid fucking idiot. But I was just wondering if any of you guys ever experienced or seen any stupid shit like that. I know Hollow had a story that he told us before of his army days, and I let him tell you again, because that shit was fucking crazy. But it's just ridiculous how stupid some people can be. Like, it's unbelievable. But the other thing that I wanted to kind of mention today is I finally hit 50 subscribers. Yay for me! And I just want to say thanks a million for all your support on all the videos. I have a really good bunch of subs. You always leave really positive feedback, and even if there's critical feedback as well, you're polite about it, which is what I'm kind of aiming for here. And yeah, I just really appreciate the feedback. You seem to like the gameplay that I put up on my commentary style, even though I think I have a lot of practicing to do, we'll say, with my commentaries. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to say thanks a million for all your support, and let's push on and see if I can get 100 subs. That might be asking much though. But the gameplay is almost wrapping up here as I call in my next set of Cujos. And the dogs do work here. Look at this fucking Egypt trapping in his teammate. Get C4, biatch. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. I just want to say again, thanks a million for all your support. If you're new to the channel, maybe consider subscribing. If you enjoy the content or enjoy the video, leave a like, and as always, comment. I really appreciate the feedback and comments, as this guy pushes his crotch in my face. That's it, guys. I'm out of here.